John's just walking out. We'll let him go. Hey everyone, so we get this question a lot. Is now the right time to buy property in Canada? In the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the US and the US real estate market. And when you think about buying property in Canada, there's never going to be a right time. Here's what we can tell you. A friend of ours in 1998 told me directly that it was the wrong time for me to be considering buying property because property prices were down in the early 1990s. They had kind of plateaued. And then they were just starting to make their move kind of in the late 1990s, and he was convinced that was the top and they were going to come back down. This is in 1998. Basically, property prices as a whole haven't gone down in Canada since 1998, so he was a little bit off. Then people will say, well, you know, we don't want to buy property now, we want to wait for the prices to drop. A good example of that situation is in 2008, with the financial crisis in 2008. Property prices in Canada didn't collapse, but they definitely halted. Like they didn't kind of appreciate up. They might have softened and plateaued a little bit, maybe even come down just a little bit for a short period of time. It was exactly at that time that most people we spoke to did not feel like buying property. Although they had said for years they would buy property when the economy turned, that would be the good time to buy property. When that happened, they actually didn't have enough guts to step and buy the property. We did work with some people who did it, and they were very thankful they did because property prices rebounded and continue forward. So here's the way you should think about buying property. It's never going to be the right time. Interest rates will always be too low, they'll be too high, property prices will be too low or too high. What you want to think about is what strategy can you apply in today's world to make investing in real estate profitable for you? That's the way to think about it. So sometimes it'll be doing no money down deals, other times it might be doing student rentals or rent to owns or buying condos, but that's the way you want to think about it. Maybe you don't buy in Toronto, maybe you buy north of Toronto or east of Toronto or west of Toronto. What strategy can you apply today to invest in real estate? Because you want to get in. You make money from real estate by owning it for lengths of time. If you're always trying to time it, it's never going to happen for you. Until next time, your life, your terms.